Hey beautiful family, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is about love, positivity, beauty, and real life. And if you're down with that, stick around and subscribe. So I just want to say hello to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and caring enough to watch me. I really appreciate all of you, and I'm just excited to see new people on here, and I'm excited to get to know all of you. So I just want to let you guys know that Unfiltered is back, you guys, and switching it up a little bit. I'm not going to make it as harsh, and I don't know if I'm going to have it be like every Friday, you know. I think I might just space it out and do it when I want to do it. After all, it is Unfiltered. I named it that for a reason, you know. I want to get on here and I want to talk about things, and you know, in a couple of my other Unfiltered videos, I, you know, did research and things like that, and I kind of want it to be a little more opinion based. So actually right now, me and my husband are going to be going out to Best Buy. It is Black Friday, and I really want to get a good deal on a vlogging camera. So I'm like praying that by the time I get there, that can happen for me. So anything that I put on my face in this video is going to be linked down in the description box. All the brushes that I use, all the shades that I use, everything. And I am using the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson palette in this video. I'm going to try to do a little quick neutral look because we do have to get going. But yeah, so I wanted to just first say that I am like really shocked about what I've been seeing on Twitter. I guess that's where everything kind of popped off and started, because Manny MUA's father was upset that Rich Lux was speaking about him in a negative way. I do like Manny MUA. I have been watching his videos for a while now, and I like him. I like his personality. I think he's a really nice guy. He has actually commented me back on certain videos of his. He has responded to me on Twitter. So he definitely interacts with his fans, which I think it's huge, you know? It's hard to do that when you have a large following, and I get that. So that's why I like super appreciate that. But yeah, so Manny's dad obviously was upset. You guys have probably heard that piece of the story, and he was defending his son. I am going to be honest with you guys and let you guys know right now, if somebody was calling me Anna Mooch, even though I know that that doesn't rhyme, but whatever, if they were putting Mooch associated with my name, I don't care if I hadn't said anything for a full year. It doesn't mean that it wasn't or isn't or couldn't be bothering me or bothersome to me. So, yeah. I don't understand. There's been a lot of people that have been saying, well, I don't really know if I would care if people called me a mooch. And do you guys understand what that word means? Like, I'm not going to pull out like a dictionary and talk about what a mooch is, but it's not a nice thing to say about somebody, and it's not like a nice nickname to give somebody. And I feel like Rich kind of just blew that off and was like, I'm going to keep saying it, I'm going to keep using it, whatever. And then all this other stuff started coming out, you know, with Luscious, and it sucks because I really like Luscious, and I really liked Luscious and Rich together. I really did. I liked their videos together. I thought they were fun and lighthearted and cute, and that's just obviously done and over with. I don't really want to get into the whole racial thing. I really do not like talking about that kind of stuff. It is so evil, it is so nasty, and it is so degrading, and I really just don't want to talk about that part of the subject matter. I kind of just want to talk about the fact that I am so glad that people are starting to talk about the bias in the drama community. it is freaking so obvious that there is a bias in the drama community. And I just want to say that I am obviously a huge fan of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, or else I would not have bought this palette. I've never like waited for a palette on like launch day and gotten hyped up and excited and all of that. This is the first time I've ever done that with any launch. So that shows you that, you know, I really, really like Jeffree Star and I really like Shane Dawson. But I know that there are drama channels out there that joke about how they're on the payroll and people think they're on the payroll and this and that. And it's like, well, you know, people wouldn't think that if you did not, you know, talk about everybody else except for Jeffree Star in a negative light, you know. And then when Jeffree Star is brought up in a negative light, it is glossed over or it's clickbait title and they don't really actually talk about it. And, you know, I don't know, like the whole thing with the palettes having hair and fibers and things like that, I honestly, I do believe that there was a thorough investigation. I saw the receipts that Jeffree Star provided, and I think that, you know, not a lot of people were affected, and hopefully they got their refunds and got a new palette and things like that, because this palette is really bomb. But, yeah, so there's definitely a bias, and I really have only been watching one commentary / drama channel, and I'm not gonna like name any names, but they're very unbiased, especially right now at this point. Very unbiased. So they've been working on themselves to the point where like they're not letting influencers affect how they speak to their viewers, and that's the kind of commentary that I want to watch. I do honestly think that maybe a third of what Luscious has said about Rich is true. I don't know about that whole like bow down to me, I'm the queen, and like that kind of stuff. I can't picture him saying that, and I really hope that he didn't, because that's just awful. And like I didn't really want to get into like, you know, all that was said. That is something that Luscious said, that Rich said, was like, bow down to me, I'm the queen, you know. And nobody should ever be spoken to like that. And if Rich really said that, I hope he was like joking around, friend to friend, and just saying that, because that's freaking awful. But you guys, I'm not surprised that there's drama within the drama community. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not a shock to me, like, at all whatsoever. The whole thing is sad, you know, that there are friendships involved and that people are getting hurt. Wow, this shadow is way pigmented. Oh man, I packed on a lot. So people are getting hurt, you know? We're talking about a 10-year friendship between Luscious and Rich. So it sucks, but I really, like I said, I like that people are actually coming out and speaking about the fact that there really is a bias in the commentary community where people really are biased and one-sided when it comes to certain topics and certain subject matter. And that's just the truth of the nature. I don't know how else to word it, you guys. It's been so obvious and so apparent. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now in the community and what I'm seeing being said and all of that. It's just a lot, you guys. It's just a lot. And like I said, we're talking about a 10-year friendship that nobody really knows the true tea on, except for the two people that are, you know, involved. I know that if I was fighting with a friend of mine that I have been friends with for 10 years, it would, over the internet, publicly, that would be so incredibly painful for me, you know? So I really hope that they can solve their issues out for the sake of their friendship and their relationship. Because it's just freaking sad is what it is. It's freaking sad. I have really not been watching Rich Lux for a good couple of months, I would say, because it's just, he's so far up Jeffree Star's asshole, you guys. And people are finally starting to talk about it and really recognize that it's a real thing. And it has turned me off so incredibly much that I really only watch one drama channel / commentary channel at the moment. Like, I will tune in, obviously, every once in a while. Like, for his apology, I obviously watched that. I obviously watched the Luscious videos. And, yeah, I can't. I just can't. You know, the beauty community itself has enough drama. We don't need drama in the drama community. Do you know what I mean? And Rich Lux has become very successful, and that's great, and that's wonderful, but he's just somebody that I really can't stand to watch anymore because he's so far up Jeffree Star's asshole. And it's so freaking obvious, you guys, and it's sad. You can really like somebody, but like, don't like suck up to them to the point where it is like blatantly obvious that you're doing so. Do you know what I mean? It's just freaking, ooh, it's cringy. It's cringy, you guys. Cringy is the only word that I can describe that. But yeah, I personally would not like to be called a mooch. That's just something that I would not be okay with. The Rich Lux drama, all of that, very sad stuff, you guys. Very sad stuff. I hope that they can figure things out, but you know, like I said, I'm very glad that people are speaking out about the bias in the drama community, because we go to the drama channels, you know, it's our CNN as influencers, tiny influencers. It's our CNN as regular people, you know, that watch YouTube and that watch beauty. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, you guys. There's a very important topic that is being brought to the surface, and that is the bias in the community. And that shit, I feel like, needs to stop, because it singles people out. Like, Manny MUA has been singled out, and it's like, why? Like, I understand that he did that whole thing with the middle finger and all of that and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like he has made changes and leaps and bounds since then. And I watch Manny, and I like Manny. And like I said, he responds to my comments on Twitter and on YouTube even. And so he definitely interacts with his fans and supporters, I like to call them, rather than fans. Okay. So we're going to take a little quick vape break really quick, because this is unfiltered and I'm going to do and talk about whatever I want. And I have my little McCafe here. It's cold as fuck. So to kind of bring things full circle here, if that's even possible with how I'm doing this video, you have to be careful, you know, on YouTube, because I got attacked by people that I went to high school with. You know, people from 10 years ago made a thread about me on Reddit, and I said that I wasn't going to bring it up again, but it kind of relates to this whole story with Rich Lux and him being friends with somebody for 10 years. You know, 10 years ago, I was a completely different person. I was very self-destructive, and I didn't care if I lived or died, and I just was a completely different person. And people don't understand that, like, you grow and you change and things like that. And I'm referring to myself, I'm not talking about Rich Lux, but it just sucks that, you know, when people see growth, they want to attack you. It just, and never compare yourself to other people. Some people are jealous and they don't want to see you grow. I'm just talking about myself here and other channels. I'm not talking about Rich Lux here because I don't know, you guys. I don't know how I feel about him right now. If he is nasty behind the scenes, I don't know. That's really it, you guys. That's everything. I'm going to finish off my face and I will give you my final thoughts on everything. So I will be right back. Oh. Girl, you know I cannot get enough of that Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Okay, you guys, so I am now ready to rock. I have a blinding highlight for Best Buy. Ooh. So, I'm going to get going, but the moral of today's little TED Talk here on my channel, this little episode of Unfiltered, is basically just be careful, you know, who you trust, know who your friends are, and just don't do shitty things that you can one day be exposed for. Just be a good person, focus on the positivity. So that's really it, you guys. That is everything. If you liked this little cute moment that I did with the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson palette, I didn't put on lashes because I'm going to Best Buy. You know, it's the end of the night, and when I get home I'm going to take this all off anyway. But yeah, that's it, you guys. If you liked this video, then like this video, and if you like my content, then subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.